from and which Friendship Centre you're involved in.
Okay, well, my Indian name is Teisam, and I'm a New Chanosh, born in Port Alberni, and I work for the Port Alberni Friendship Centre right now. I'm on the board of directors. I'm the vice president, as well as an elder.
You've been around the Friendship Centre for a long time.
I have.
What kind of changes have you seen?
Oh, there's been a lot. Some of it's got kind of political, though, and it's, but that's to be expected. And the first Friendship Centre I was involved with is down Victoria. I worked with kids. I was a counselor. Then I was a swim supervisor. Then I ran a youth group there. Done a lot. And, I worked at William Head as a liaison officer out of the Victorian Native Friendship Centre also. So I've done a lot. And then I was on the board of directors for the corrections for Victorian Native Friendship Centre. So I've been involved in a lot of things there.
You've seen youth grow up in the Friendship Centre movement. How do you feel about our youth today and their involvement in the Friendship Centre?
I'm really happy. It's really great to see young people taking interest, and because they're the future leaders. And the thing I like about it, the youth of today, you know, they ask when they get stuck, and that's really good. If you don't ask, you don't learn. But that's the ones that are involved with the friendship centers. Then again, we have the others who aren't. But I found, like, when I was with the Victoria Friendship Centre, when I was running a youth group, I'm also a life skills coach. And I've done some life skills with my group, and boy, it was dynamic. They just patrolled the streets, they patrolled parties, they watched for suicidals and everything. And it was really something. And the youth group we had who worked with Rusty, and I believe you were there, Rick, we done a movie, Young Spirits Rising. That was quite the movie, and I'm sure a lot of people, you know, it was a lot of the dialects the kids done on their own, you know, and that's, it's magic when you do that and you kind of turn it over to them and try not to control them, because if you try to control them, they just lose interest. So that was the good thing, and that is introduced by Rusty. That is just great.
Mm-hmm. How about our senators and our elder delegates? You must have, I know you have a lot of friends in the movement.
Oh yes, I've been involved, and I've traveled a bit, and went over to Yukon there. It was really nice, and seeing old friends is always great. And the thing that makes it so unique when you speak to an elder, a lot of them speak their own language, and then they'll translate it to English, and you know, that's showing your culture, the interest in your culture, because I do believe that the language is the backbone of all cultures, and as well as rituals. And the discipline was so great at one time. The teachings from the elders was the true way of steering the younger generation in the right direction.
I mean, here we are smack dab in the middle. It's like maybe a little bit of a river. But what do you think of Winnipeg?
I really haven't had the opportunity to really go around, but I went to a couple places there Thursday night. I found the people here to be quite friendly, and that's good. And from what I've seen, well, it seems same as any other town. You know, they have the progress, and if I really had a time to look around and walk around during the day, but being here at the meetings, you really don't get that. You don't get that privilege of doing something like that. But
We're always
Yeah, but I like it. I find it to be quite friendly.
Winnipeg's got the highest population of urban natives anywhere. It's like Indian Central, a city with such a huge native population.
And one more thing I'd like to add to this Indian and the Métis. When I was young, and like in my early 20s and whatnot, poor Métis really had it bad, but now with the friendship centers, they work hand in hand, and that's what I really like to see. Because a lot of times the Métis were not recognized by the First Nations and not recognized by the whites, so they had it really rough. But through the friendship centers, it's working like magic, and that's something I'm always amazed with, and it really makes me happy and proud to share with our brothers who were almost always forgotten, and other people too. Yeah.
People first.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Friendship Center is about, people first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Edward.
Yeah.
Very nice words. Very nice words.